Are you ready to get out of your lazy girl era? Well, as a certified lazy girl myself, I'm here to show you how I get out of my lazy girl slumps from time to time. So let's go over what you can do to look out for these lazy girl traps and what you can do actionably to help you actually get out of these lazy girl slumps. So let's get right into it. So first things first, understanding why. Why exactly are you actually stuck in this lazy girl slump? Do you feel that it's a sense of no motivation that you have and you don't feel fulfilled in your day-to-day life? Or do you feel like it's something different, such as low energy, so you just end up maybe laying in bed all day and not really achieving your actual goals that you want to do? Definitely understand what is holding you back specifically. A lot of these talking points we'll be touching on throughout this video, so definitely understand what is going to attribute to you and your needs and figuring out why you're in a lazy girl slump right now, because it could potentially happen again and you need to be prepared to get right back out of it in even less time, because we have no time to waste, okay? The next talking point I wanted to touch on is one of the biggest: prioritizing yourself. A lot of us end up neglecting our physical and mental needs just to get through the next day. So when it comes to prioritizing self-care and your self-needs, you have to think physically and mentally. Are you carving out certain times of the day for you to decompress and have a mental check-in with yourself, to have peace and quiet and think of nothing for a second, which is super crazy for a lot of us to do, but it makes such a difference if you take the time to give yourself that mental break that you need to then go into the next day feeling better and having less chances of feeling burnt out. So another big topic is physical. Are you making sure that you're actually nourishing your body from the inside to the out with food and water, and also some daily stretches as well? There's so much we can touch on in just this category alone, but honestly, a lot of people, such as myself, tend to put food on the back burner when it comes to getting through the day. They think their to-do list is more important and food can wait, right? But then you end up feeling lethargic, lightheaded, and you question, why don't I have any energy to actually get these tasks done? And it's obviously because you're not putting in any nutrients, any actual calories, which would convert into energy for your body. So there has to be a balance. Next, I want you to have a get out of bed routine. Now, a routine in general is awesome, and it's easy to say, have a routine, but specifically in this case, I need you to have a get out of bed routine. Something that you can look forward to get you out of bed each and every single day. When it comes to establishing a routine, think of different things that you want to incorporate into your daily life. Do you want to be working out every day, every other day? What kind of things do you want to be eating? As you do these things, each day they're going to get easier and they're going to become part of what you do naturally. And that's going to be the best part. When you have these levels of consistency within your schedule, you become so much more productive because you don't have to sit and question what's next. A lot of times we spend so much time thinking of what our next steps are going to be and over planning, overthinking, and maybe having a perfectionist mentality. But a lot of the times we just need to think of the next step, putting one foot in front of the other. So one thing you can actually incorporate into your get out of bed routine is to actually make your bed. There's a great book called that very thing, Make Your Bed, and it pretty much explains how just getting that one simple task done every single day can put that level of consistency and pride into just your first step. It's one of the first things you do when you start your day and when you end your day. So as you wake up, you get that task done and you're already off to a good start for the day. And then on the flip side, you go back into your room at night and you are welcomed to a freshly made bed. It is so nice to just walk in and be greeted with this fresh space that you have put in the work into creating. So it starts to play tricks on your brain, and one thing leads to another, right? You put one foot in front of the next, and these tasks start to build on themselves, and your routine becomes longer in the best ways. You might get dishes done at night, or you might get dishes done first thing in the morning. Also, you might have a current routine, but it may need some tweaks. So there might be some aspects to your routine where you're underutilizing your time and maybe overutilizing your energy. So think, what are some ways you can tweak your routine to make it easier on you, to make it smoother, and overall just healthier? There's so much more we can do to better ourselves. So honestly, being stagnant is not an option. We have to do things that work for us and that benefit us. And certain tweaks and small changes in your routine and day-to-day life can make the biggest snowball effect down the line and pay off in dividends. Because we do not want to burn out. We do not want to do certain things that are going to push us into needing a whole lazy girl era. Maybe a weekend, a weeknight, here and there, and you take care of yourself ahead of time. We do these things ahead of time and we keep it moving forward. Another thing to incorporate into your routine is finding inspiration. On a day-to-day basis, what inspires you? Think of the people that you surround yourself with. Are they feeding positive energy into you? Are they inspiring you to do better things with your life? This can highly attribute to why you feel like you're in this lazy girl slump right now. Try to find people that share similar experiences with you that can help uplift you throughout your day and can help you see the world in a different lens that can help you better yourself and your quality of life. I feel like the most important thing is to just do the best that you can. You're only in competition with yourself, and you only need to be proud of what you do and be happy with the things that you're doing. That's it. A lot of us need to just put our blinders on and focus on the things that we want to do, the things that we want to achieve, and people that can actually inspire us to get there. A big thing for me, and one of my next points, is to reconnect with your passion. One thing that's been weighing on me pretty heavy has been the rise and fall of people's passions. Things have just started to take a slow dip and dive, might I say, where people just aren't caring what is going on in the world anymore. People want to be so far disconnected, so far removed from social media itself. And it kind of saddens me because I feel like there is still so much that each person has to share with the world that they can use and they can do to inspire people and to actually put their stamp on what they feel like is their purpose. A lot of us are still struggling to find our purpose, to find our passion. But I know for a fact there's at least one thing that makes you passionate. And I want you to think of how you can work on that, how you can work on that skill, that talent, and expand it into something bigger. Something that maybe you can do full time, do as a side hobby, and overall something that just excites you to get up every day. I feel like a lot of us need a 9-to-5 to survive, but that is only really financially. You need it to survive financially. Otherwise, it could quite literally do the opposite, such as deteriorate your mental health as a whole completely. And that's why it's so important we have these side tasks, these side quests that we do to have something to look forward to, something that we know that we do to make us happy. Whatever it is and whoever it may be for, focus on that goal. Focus not on even the journey, the pain, right? See the result at the end and enjoy the journey. Enjoy the pain, because it's all going to be part of the result. And you can definitely do that when you have other things there to balance. So make sure you're giving yourself what you need to stay inspired mentally, so that you can inspire outwardly and have that physical inspiration and motivation to get you through the day. Because nothing will get you through like some adrenaline and being actually excited to work on something you want to do and something that inspires you. As you're reconnecting with your passion and actually getting inspired, you're going to really need to limit your digital use. Now, you may already know this to be a problem or foresee it to be a problem, but overall, a lot of us could definitely benefit from cutting back on social media usage and just general digital usage. But don't just go clicking off this video just yet, give me a second. When it comes to actually engaging with digital activities such as using your phone or watching TV, try to engage with those digital forms in doses. A lot of us can end up binge surfing and binge watching a million different videos and getting nothing done. And that could be mostly, I would say, short form kinds of content. So for example, you love to check your Instagram every single morning as you wake up. It's just an habit. You need to set yourself a certain amount of time that you are given to surf the web, to surf your social medias, get ready for the day and feel good to go. Get some chuckles in and then get going. Have your get out of bed routine on deck in the back of your head, saying, we need to do this, we need to do that. We already have a list of priorities and a pattern in order to get ahead on our goals. Another tip would be multitasking. So instead of just watching a digital form of media while doing nothing, try to watch a video maybe while you're decompressing in the shower. Try to watch a video while you're doing the dishes. Try to watch a video while you're budgeting for the week, budgeting for the month, while you're meal prepping. Have these videos be played while you get other things done, or even have them be helpful videos that assist you in getting these things done and push you to get these things done. Now, this one you might have heard a lot, but is so important. Practice gratitude. On a day-to-day basis, try to walk through your life with a different outlook, a different perspective, a different POV. If you were to look through the lens of your life, there's probably so much that you're able to be grateful for. I know there's definitely a couple things. So just look around, and as you go through your day-to-day, just be grateful. Just be happy to have another day to live, another 24 hours. That has been one of my biggest mottos, is just being literally grateful to wake up the next day. Grateful to have another 24 hours. 24 hours to do whatever I see fit, whatever will best serve me. And same with you. These 24 hours, you can do whatever you want with them. Do you want to lay in bed and do nothing? Or do you want to achieve your goals and check off that to-do list? It's okay to be lazy here and there, but we need to be able to hit the switch and get back into the game and to achieve that bigger goal that you have set out for yourself. Be grateful. Be so grateful that you have this life to live and no one can do it like you. Now, if you're able to do this last step, then you will be completely out of your lazy girl slump. and that is to stop procrastinating. A lot of us need to hear this one. Stop making excuses and stop procrastinating. There's so many times that you're able to just put something off to the next day and try not to worry about it in this very moment. But think about, how does that really help you achieve anything? It only sets you behind. One of the things you need to do is start with a task. No matter how small or how big, how simple or how hard, just start with a task. Preferably a task that excites you and that you can actually manage. Try to break down these tasks into manageable and attainable goals that you can actually check off one by one and do when you actually have the energy and when you actually feel up to it. I, for one, don't like to work against myself. I want to work with myself. That way, things are more smooth and I'm always moving one step forward. It is so important that we seize the time that we have and stop procrastinating. There's no better time than today to get something checked off your list and taken off of tomorrow's, because then tomorrow will be that less stressful. There's no benefit in having a to-do list with 6 items in one single day. You have to think reasonably and think of what you can actually manage on your day-to-day schedule. Think of small tasks that you can implement into your nightly and morning routines, and that way it becomes more of a system, like clockwork. So in reality, those tasks that were once a burden and once deemed as a task in general soon become something that is just part of your routine, and you can actually focus your attention onto other things. As you stop procrastinating and actually check off things, no matter how big or how small, it allows you to free up space and free up time to focus on what you actually want to do, to focus on more important tasks that are bigger and may require more energy. So I know that was a lot for one video, but if you guys are able to take those actionable steps mentioned in this video and make those mindset shifts, then you'll be well on your way to getting out of your lazy girl era. Try to remember the key takeaways from this video and rewatch it if you have to. Also, comment down below if you have any questions or need any help with one of these categories, or maybe even one that I didn't touch on. And stay tuned for my next video. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.